I think from a customer adaptation perspective, first of all, any senior living or senior care operator, we're pretty used to adapting to change. That's one thing that's a constant. I think what you need to look to your technology partner to help you do is to help drive things like efficiency. You need to lean on them to be a true partner in quality. And I think even as we take a look at how important it is for us to maximize revenue, you've got a lot to expect from your technology partner. From a quality perspective, we give a lot of visibility to leaders in the organization into making sure that their employees are doing the right things at the right time. Most organizations at this point have terrific practices and protocols. We make it easy for them to implement those and for them to consistently execute on those, whether it's a small organization or a big organization. Dashboard information, alerts, things like that to make sure that it's brought to their leadership's attention if the right thing's not happening. I think from an efficiency perspective, you're just eliminating the whole duplication. Whether it's data entry, having one fully integrated platform from a technology perspective is really important. And there's no need to be touching data twice. Enter it once. One of the things that, I think the secret sauce, so to speak, that a lot of the point-click care customers would attribute that we're successful at is you can't just implement technology for technology's sake. You have to take a look at workflow. If we're automating or if we're creating functionality that doesn't improve workflow downstream, then we're making a mistake, and that's where you run into adoption issues. People don't adopt technology just to adopt technology. They adopt it because it makes their jobs easier. And then I think from a revenue perspective, and this may be a little bit newer to senior care, to senior living, you've got the opportunity to leverage your technology partner as a differentiator in an increasingly competitive marketplace. All those partners, whether it be upstream or downstream, a lot of them have requirements now to electronically communicate, and I know that we're going to get into that in the next question, but there's a lot of opportunities from a market differentiation perspective to show up differently to those referral sources, whether it be how you share electronic information, whether it be how you help them meet their standards. There's just, whether it be providing outcomes data in what you're doing from a readmission perspective and all that stuff. Your technology partner can play a large role in helping differentiate you in the marketplace. Interoperability is a big topic, and it's an important one, whether you're a skilled senior care provider or whether you're in senior living. Great opportunity. Of course, sharing data electronically across the continuum has huge impacts on things like continuity of care, being able to get the accurate information to those during transitions. There's all kinds of upside that's been well documented. I think from a provider perspective, in what you should be looking to your technology partner for, you've got a huge opportunity to differentiate your services. When you look at some of the different things like we're doing, like physician engagement, putting applications on handheld phones where the physician can actually log in, be able to view the order, be able to electronically sign off. These are big steps forward that save nurses time, valuable time that could be spent with residents, with family members. The physicians love it. It becomes a marketing differentiator for you in working with those physicians. Interoperability goes way beyond just being able to push a continuity of care document to a hospital. Of which is important, because once you have that ability, I think that hopefully by now all the senior care providers understand that there's a thing called meaningful use certification. And while they don't have the proverbial regulatory gun being held to their head quite yet, a lot of those that refer customers to them or clients or patients to them do. And when you can go to them and tell them that you have the ability to communicate electronically with them by simply pushing a continuity of care document to a HISP, which is what our customers can do, that differentiates you. That puts you in a better position from a marketing perspective. You're going to get more referrals, and that's a big thing because you're helping them avoid any of the penalties that come with not being meaningful use certified. Some of the other things that are coming through the whole interoperability movement include secure HIPAA-compliant texting. Again, a huge time saver to nurses. Today, they may make a call to the physician, leave a message, they're down the hall trying to work with somebody, then the doc calls back. It's a very inefficient process versus being able to simply fire off a text to a physician that's totally secure, totally HIPAA compliant. The physicians love it, the nurses love it, ultimately patient care benefits from it.